Hi everyone, welcome back to Mystic Raven Tarot. This is a message for Virgo for March of 2019. We do have Mercury retrograde this month, which is your ruling planet, so you probably are going to be forced to go inside a little bit, reflect, see what's going on. Everything you need to know to get a hold of me is in the description box. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram for free live readings Monday through Friday. I also do discounts and stuff like that too that I only post up on Instagram for like readings and candle work. Okay. Spirit guides, please give me a message for Virgo for March 2019. All right, Virgo, so it looks like that you guys are being asked to completely wash away, I'm hearing in my head like sins of the past, okay? What this is really meaning is like there's like these like old mindsets and self-sabotaging like frameworks that you guys have like kind of been in, and you're being asked to like move out of that this month. This is going to happen while Mercury's retrograding because you're going to be forced to go inside yourself and really like think about how you have been your own worst enemy at times. A lot of this actually has to do with like fears, and it stems from something with confidence. You tend to like, you're going to have some kind of revelation where you're going to see where you lock yourself out of your own success. Let this happen though, because like the more you fight it, it's going to be, you're going to create more problems for yourself. There's this energy on this that we're like, accept that you're not perfect and be okay with that. It's like the more you try to ignore these issues and fight against them in your strive for perfectionism, it's actually going to create more problems. So there's going to be a lot of like things you thought you were over that pop back up. It's all completely mental though. And when these things pop back up, you're not going to have a hard time moving past it again because it seems like these are things that you guys have already dealt with. And what's going to end up happening is you're going to it's going to pop up, you're going to easily move on from it, and then you're going to see like the brighter picture that is ahead of you. You guys have been doing like a lot of work, I'm hearing, just a lot of inner work in general, and trying to like change the way you view things, change where you're at in your life, and it's almost like that in itself is sometimes creating a problem from you moving forward, because you tend to like harp on yourself and like get in these cycles mentally, right, where you're like going over the same shit over and over again, and it's stopping you from like moving forward because it's like you can't. Okay, so like basically you need to like detach from, okay, when something pops up for you to like analyze in yourself, you can't get down on yourself about that thing. It's just coming up so that you can either realize how far you've come from that, or so that you can transform it and just move on. But don't dwell on that thing and feel bad about like it's not even like, oh, I feel bad about myself. It's more along the lines of like, oh, I can't believe I did this type of thing. You gotta not like harp on yourself or like be negative. It's like negative self-talk. Some of you guys are going to be getting some kind of new job that's coming in, or some new source of income, because it's actually like because of this inner work you've done, you are now able to accept like a higher paying job, a job that you will love, something like that. So like this is going to be coming in. The key here is to believe that you deserve it and that you deserve to be happy in your work environment. If you don't, what's going to end up happening is you're either going to frivolously, y'all Virgos will correct me, frivolously spend your money. You will create a bill. You will create something in the structure of this that's going to make the money not seem like a lot or something like that. It's almost like, it's just like a self-sabotage thing. We all do it, you know, but it's like you have to get to the space of, it's almost like I'm hearing mantras in my head. Like money comes easy. You guys, like your money is like very tied in with your worth. So some of you guys are like trying to find this balance between like believing your worth. You guys, you're being asked to like get above this like self-worth issue. Some of you guys, like it's like really heavily on this. Like there's something about like where it's almost like a self-punishment. Like you don't need, it's like happiness, money, like all of that is all tied into this thing of like what you deserve and self-worth. And so you guys are kicking yourself out of your own kingdom because you're so hard on yourself. Yeah, you like literally that's what it is. Like you're giving yourself the boot. You got to stop being so hard on yourself. There's not going to be a lot of action required of you this month. This month is to be used solely as like reflection. Like you need to go in and reflect on how far you have come. I want to say like how far you've come this year, but like a lot of energies in most of these readings I've been doing, it's almost like the new year starting in March versus January. So it's almost like the spirits want you to like look and reflect back over 2018 up until like 2019 up until this point. And the month is going to be used for you to reflect on how far you've come. This is what's going to actually help your confidence and help you continue to be successful when you're going into the month of April. Be okay with being still in March. You don't need to be rapidly making decisions and making moves. Like nothing's gonna bypass you. It's not gonna slow down your life at all. It's just that like you really need to stop and reflect, because if you can actually see how far you've come in the last year, you're going to see that like you deserve to give yourself a break. Give yourself a pat on the back. Like that's okay to do that. I'm hearing that some of y'all are like really tired because like you feel like you're fighting against the same thing over and over again. And because you like keep repeating the same cycle over and over again, it's like you've put this giant wall up because you're just like it's like you want to isolate yourself or something rather than deal. But I'm hearing that you can't, because like you're truly just running from yourself, and this wall that you've created, you're gonna find that you yourself are still on this side of the wall. Because a lot of these problems are just in your own mind, the way you view things, the way you're viewing the world, the way you're viewing yourself. So that's why this like time of like reflection is happening. It's so you can actually get your mind right and realize that like you are not your mistakes, you are not your past. Man, it's just like, it's like reflection is so heavy on this. you have to be okay with the mistakes that you've made in the past as well, because like the more you dwell on them, like in this energy of like, I can't believe I did this type deal, like it's not it's going to stop you from moving forward. Like you are completely in control of what is going to manifest in your life starting in April. I just really hear the universe saying like March is going to be your month where you really need to reflect and just see how far you've come and actually get together the thoughts of like where you want your life to go, because you're like leaving some kind of like cycle right now, and it's going to bring you into a completely new phase of your life starting in April. So like yeah, it's almost like, yeah, April 1st happens and it's something brand new, but you're in control of this destiny. If you just like stay in this like bad frame of mind or something where you're like beating yourself up all the time, that's what's actually gonna like it's gonna like stop you from progressing forward, and you're gonna just manifest your past again because it's all you're focusing on. Meditation really needs to be a focus. Like this is like a nonstop message. If you can like really be still and not make a ton of rash decisions this month, you're gonna see at the end of the month like there's gonna be you're gonna move into this more place of peace within yourself. It's like an inner peace though. It's not this like everything around me is finally okay, so I'm okay. It's learning how to have peace when everything around you seems like crazy, because guess what? Life is always going to be fucking crazy. It is. There's never going to be a time where everything is just working out how you want it. That's just not how it works. You would be like stagnant. If you can like think back and realize like, oh, this was a really good day, it's really because your mind was in a certain place. So the universe is really trying to get you to that point of realizing that like the earth is just a mind game. That's all it is. And the more you can switch your perspective and everything starts from in here, the way you're viewing everything. It's the lens that you have. It's not really about like the outside circumstances. So once you can come to that, you're really going to move into this place of peace, and it's going to be like an undisturbed peace. And this is some kind of new territory for you Virgos, because your peace is easily disturbed by things that are going on around you, but you're going to have this like forced inner reflection so that you can like learn how to have peace in the storms. Okay, there's like an inner tranquility coming that's long overdue for you guys, but it's like these situations keep popping up and keep putting you in the same, it's like the same thing over and over again, but it's so the universe can get you to have internal peace. Because once you have that internal peace, that's the lens you're going to be looking at the world through, and it's not always going to seem like everything is that bad. So Virgos, by the end of the month, you're actually going to be like ending a cycle of, I'm just hearing it's like a cycle of negativity. You're going to have a more positive outlook on things. A lot of you guys are going to be getting like new jobs and new occupations that you really like. And you're going to like learn how to just like sit back and receive. Not everything needs to be overanalyzed when it's coming in. If something's good, just let it be good. Some of you guys like kind of fall into this thing where it's like when something good's happening, you're like, what's the catch? You're always trying to find something. Don't do that. By the end of the month, you're going to be able to break free of that cycle, and you're going to realize that good things can just happen. There's no catch to it. I'm really hearing something about tranquility by the end of the month. Like if you guys go through this inner work and you guys like really just I'm hearing that Beatles song in my head, Let It Be. If you guys just like let it be and realize like life has ebb and flow to it and you can't control it, and that the only thing you can control is yourself and how you're viewing situations, you're gonna enter into like this level of tranquility and peace that you haven't experienced before. And out of that is where like good things are gonna start flowing in, and the catch is gonna be for you to let it happen. Okay, and this is just some kind of like whole new cycle that Virgo is moving into. It's like letting things be good for once. Okay, I think that's all I got. So the beginning of the month might be a little bit like wishy-washy feeling, but by the end, if you can actually do this inner work, it's going to be like you're gonna experience a level of peace that you haven't felt in a while, and that's good. And Virgos, y'all need that. Okay? All right. I love you guys. I will see you next month. Bye.